you go. Thank you very much. Nice for coming. Hey, Judy, look, I've turned up. Look. I'll tell you what, here's the problem that I've got, right? You know the little girl out of Neighbours who's done the song, right? She's asked me to go out of her tonight. She said, will you come out with me tonight? And I've said, yeah, all right. But then I phoned up this posh restaurant and they said, we need the names of the people. So I've had to cancel it. So I said, well, I'm Bob Mills and she's Natalie Natalie Embroidery. And they wouldn't let me in. Wouldn't let me in here. I tell you what, I have a laugh about Judy. She's a mate of mine. Right, she's a mate. Sometimes I'll go around there when Richard's out on his paper round. And she has a laugh with me. She give me these. Look, she sent me these. Now, a lot of people I might be sensitive about this, but not with Jude. She sent me these. She said, here, Millsy, why don't you try these? Look. No, it's a laugh, isn't it? So I sent her these. Look. I said, yeah, you want to have a go at them then? Look. No, because we're mates. That's why, only because we're mates. Simple as that. And what we got in here now, look. Oh, look, now this is dangerous. They've left this here, look. Look. Shouldn't ever leave that there like that. Because you know what could happen there, don't you? Look. That could explode. Because what happens is they swell out like that and bang! They explode. What we got here? Oh, look at this. Look at this. If someone comes round, like a mate of mine, like, I don't know, Kirsty or someone like that, Kirsty Walk comes round, I might give her some of them. Look, there you go. Oat cakes. There you go. If Lulu, say Lulu come round, I'd give her them, look. Scottish oat cakes. Because I like to customise what I get. And if Ginger Spice come round, right, I'll give her them, look. That's how it works. That's how you do it. Now, what have we got in here? This is Miss Fenway, my one-legged woman downstairs who does all my cooking. She's getting weirder and weirder, because, excuse me, by all intents and purposes, that's a pornographic magazine. They might try and glossy it up, right, and put interviews in it to lure unsuspecting blokes into buying it, right? and what's that, a box of tissues? Magazine, box of tissues, what's going on? Oh, I see. I suppose that's what passes for humour, is it, in the valleys, Miss Fanway? Yes, you're very funny. Look, moist tissues. I didn't think it was funny, and neither did they. Of course, you're very lucky to find me in. Normally this time of night, I'd be out and about. Right, my Uncle Bernie, he's completely over the top. My cousin, right, Dermot, he's had his little bike stolen from school. And he went to the police station and they said there's not much they can do about it. He's gone completely over the top. Look what he's done, look. Look. He's got them scouring all over. I can't believe it. Here we go. I'll tell you what I've got for you now. I've got another one of them programmes that I make on the television. Oh, and this is my very good friend who is Kurt Saxon, poor man's James Bond. OK? Watch him, right? Because he is, to all intents and purposes, he is James Bond. Here's the programme I made about him, look.
Hi, I'm Kurt Saxon. You're on the poor man's James Bond.
Poor man's James Bond, right? Because anything James Bond can do, right? So can he. And what does James Bond do most of all, right? All right, he fights international villains, fair enough, and he snogs up birds and that. But what does he do more than anything else? Huh? Cooking. They don't show that in the films because that would be a bit boring, but he's got to eat, hasn't he?
Now, I'm going to show you how I make my super pancakes. First, measure 4 ounces of each flour. Then add 1.5 cups of water and mix well.
Mix well, like James Bond would.
Then add an egg and another 1.5 cups of water and mix until smooth. And then you start pouring.
Like James Bond. You notice, by the way, those pancakes were stirred, not shaken, which is like James Bond, but the other way around.
Now, with this recipe, you should get about 9 6-inch across pancakes. Now, I like to spread mine with margarine and use salt and pepper, but You can use sweetness if you're into that.
Yeah, if you're a puff. I'm not, because I'm James Bond, right? Not only is he into cooking, but also he knows everything there is to know about economics.
The nice thing about these pancakes is that for 18.5 cents a pound, or 44 cents for a batch of 2.5 pounds, you can't beat this kind of bread. And you just think about that next time you buy bread at the store.
Yeah, so just think about that, sucker, because I'm the real name's James Bond. And I have to admit, I watched this and thought, what the hell's he going on about, right? Is this all he does, cooking? But no, he then moved on a little bit.
Some of you write that regardless of all the information in the poor man's James Bond, you still have difficulty getting bomb components. Well, what's the anyone can make a bomb?
Anyone can make a bomb. Now we're getting to the juice, all right? Here we go.
You can make one by using odds and ends available even during an enemy occupation. You start with a carton of book matches and cut off the heads.
Just incidentally, with his carton of book matches, reveals himself as a true family man.
This is tedious work for one, but an evening's fun for the family if you can drag it away from the TV.
I just want to make a little point here, and I'm not being at all facetious in any way, but is there any connection between the fact that you make homemade bombs and the fact that you haven't got any fingers on that hand, have you? I don't want to be the one to have to mention that, but to me, this isn't giving me confidence. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Anyway, come on, let's go.
To arm it, you simply take off the cap, put the detonator in.
And then, by the way, this is a proper legal video, so you have to give the proper safety advice, all right?
Screw it nice, then light it, and run like crazy because you don't have a lot of time.
Light it, run like crazy because you don't have much time, all right? I know, it's bang. There you go. But here's the fangs coming up.
And now for the fang. There are two designs. But first, the poison, nicotine.
So what, you just smoke someone to death? Is that what you do? No, they actually, we won't show you this, but there is a way of extracting, just from normal tobacco, poison to put in a fang, and you can use it. Say you had an enemy. Now, he's obviously an American. I don't know. Who would his enemy be, do you think?
To use, just jab the needle into any fleshy part of the body. Now, for lack of a Russian, I'll use this box.
For lack of a Russian, I'll use this box.
Now we come to the super fang. It's not as compact as the original, but it's what you need when you really want to reach out and touch someone. This extra length will make your attack less noticeable. For instance, say you're in a bar standing beside two Russians. Your super fang is tucked in your belt or in your sock. You take it out, arm it, reach around the first Russian, and thrust it into the nether quarters of the furthest Russian. If your victim is as hardy as Russians are purported to be, he may have time to clobber his comrade. His comrade would clobber him just as his knees were buckling. It would be obvious that one Russian killed the other, so you would have killed two birds with one stone, as it were.
Why am I thinking that that feather is the most sensible thing in this whole video? All right, but no, here he goes. He off he goes, and he makes other things, well, little party poppers for the kids.
Now I'll demonstrate the hydrochloric acid goodie. This isn't really dangerous, since one whiff will make anyone run for an exit. But it is fun and will clear a room if panic is desired.
Well, Funny enough, I've never made this video, but I know someone that can do that as well. That's just incidentally.
The hydrochloric acid goodie can also be used as a noise bomb. It isn't very dangerous, but goes off with a bang that will make people think WW3 has started.
Just incidentally at this point, I wonder how happy the people at Pepsi were with this piece of product placement. I wonder how many free cases of the product he got. What we like to do basically is steer away from fire. We don't like fire. Costs a lot of money, get these pumps out. But this is perfect for us, right? Look at that. Caution, high voltage cables under slabs in towing path. Now, what's so brilliant about that, you see, is that normally your average young person, your average child, wouldn't know where the high voltage cable was. But this is perfect because there's a little note telling them exactly where it is. So they can go up, get under the towing path, get to the high voltage cables, zzz, all this going on, get frightened, go back against the wall, get trapped, lovely. We'll get Billy down there, recall. Bailey's not anymore, but he would have been good for that kind of job. And that's a two-pump. That's a two-pump. You'd need the gub, you need Zorba and the sub. It's just good that they give us this kind of information just so the young people ain't confused about where the high voltage cable is. Surprising project here from my very good friend Mr. Saul Bellow, the Nobel Prize-winning author. I didn't think he's actually done a biography of Mr. John Wayne Bobbitt. That's his book there that he's written. Now, I'm not Roger Cook, and I don't get on crusades, but I think this man should be exposed for the liar that he is, Mr. Marco Bellocchio, who's written this book. Because people read things, see them in black and white, they think it must be true. Look at that nonsense, look. China isn't here. No, it's not. I read this, and I thought, I'll go then. I had to meet my mate in the pub at 8 o'clock. I left at noon. I thought I'd be back. I was gone for days. The other book that he wrote, Ecuador is in the next street. Suriname is in my kitchen. Oh, rubbish books. So I'll tell you what I've got for you now. Here. Oh, I had to jog a little bit there to get there. This is another one of those programs when I go out to the policemen in America, and these are, he's a particular friend of mine because they were the most honest policemen I knew, all right? Everything they said was absolutely spot on as far as I was concerned.
I know a lot of people who may not personally like me, but I think there's, you know, respect on both sides.
They was right, apart from the fact there's no respect. They just don't like it. But here we go.
If you want to come here and put bad guys in jail, they're always out here. I don't care what day of the week, what time of the night. You come here, you put bad guys in jail. So, Carl, what's our motto? No one gets away.
So that's their motto, right? No one gets away. Don't even try running away from them, all right? Because even if you had a 50-yard start, they'd catch you. Why? Because they're faster than you. They're fitter than you. They're more dedicated than you.
Got any problem with that, Homer? Homer, watch his hand. Put your hands on there.
So, particularly don't try it if you've got a fag in your mouth, and particularly if you've got a girl's comb in your hair, all right? I mean it, they'll have you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, car, Giovanni.
And his name's obviously not Giovanni, is it? He just looks Italian. He's just more handsome than him, isn't he? So he's going, yeah, come here, Giovanni. But don't try running, son, because you won't make it. Look, off he goes. And he'll catch him. Don!
I got him right here.
I got him. I told you, there was no competition. He caught him. Why did he catch him? Well, 3 reasons. A, he was more dedicated. B, he was faster. And C... Somebody help me!
I got him!
Somebody help! Help! Somebody help me! I can't see! I can't see! Somebody help! In the dark, he ran into the side of a van. That's it. No other reason for showing you that. Just the guy running into a force of dodging. Right, here we go. Let's have a look at this. We're going to... Oh, this is a friend of mine I've made a few programmes about. I don't know if you've seen any of them in the past, but I'm very proud of my association with him. My friend Michael, who's a hands-on healer.
Hello, my name is Michael Bradford. When I first found out about spiritual healing, I was in awe. And I thought it would take me decades to learn how to work with this energy and help others. This video is based upon my best-selling book by Finhorn Press. It was impossible to put all the information from the book on the video. So please get a copy of the book and use it as a reference guide.
Okay, just don't take his word for it. What we've got now on the video is an endorsement by the publishers themselves.
Michael Bradford's hands-on spiritual healing, or the healing energy...
Just don't be put off, by the way, by the fact their names are Karen and Thierry Bogilogilo. That don't make them any the less sensible, does it?
Your Hands, as it's known in the United States, is one of the most successful healing books we have ever published.
There you go. You might be slightly put off by the fact that they live in a house with grass on the roof. All right? I don't know. Maybe that tips the balance rather against them being particularly clever people. But anyway, let's see the great man at work. Let's see exactly what he does, because he uses a very sophisticated method, especially good for treating nervous people.
And what I first do is reach out and just shake hands with them. This way I could tell whether their fingers are cold or whether their hands are warm and whether they're real.
Well, now that's a gift in itself, isn't it? Just being able to touch someone's hands and know if they're hot or cold. Oh, there's forces at work in this universe that we don't even understand.
Why don't you go ahead and lay down, Maggie, please?
There you go. Oh.
Okay, lay down. And just fix your skirt. Thank you.
So, he knows if you're hot or cold and he fixes your skirt for you, but there must be more to it than that.
So what I'm going to do again is just to gently sense your energy. Maggie, I know the tension's in your back and in your shoulders, but I was wondering if I could work here first.
Do you mind? It's a little bit nicer. No, I know you've got a toothache, but could I just rub your pop off? Do you mind? That's lovely.
So just close your eyes and relax.
Relax.
And just focus on your heart.
There you go. It's a very important thing. You relax. You relax your patient. And if you've got a little problem with your heart, maybe a little flutter, just focus on your heart and I'll make everything nice and gentle and better. Lovely. Shh.
So just close your eyes and relax. And just focus on your heart.
Oops.
And what I'm doing is I'm reverse spiraling out the energy.
What you're doing is giving a poor woman a heart attack. Reverse spiraling it out the end. There you go. He's making her better.
Good. And the second chakra is also about power in the universe.
That's his favourite bit. So
what I'm doing...
In fact, he likes it so much, he's applauding the damn thing.
...is working to take that energy out. And how do you feel now? What are you sensing?
I'm sensing that I'm a little bit frightened, actually. I'm sensing I'd like to go home to my mummy. You shouldn't clap like that in front of the... And what we've got now is clapping in front of someone who's already particularly nervy when they go in. Have a look at her.
And what I'm going to do is clap my hands.
He's had a little turn, look. Here we go. And the great thing is, my favourite little bit kind of probably means nothing to you, but what's the most important organ in your body, the one that pumps all the blood? What's it called? You know what it's called. He, just for a second, forgets.
So what I'm going to do, Maggie, I'm going to work on two areas now. I'm going to activate the energy in my hands, and I'm going to pull out the negative energy from your heart.
Yes, that'll be the name of it.
So what I'd like to do now is cleanse your energy field, your auric field, the energy field around your body.
Okay.
So I'm just going to smooth it out and brush it down.
Lovely.
Just taking any negativity or debris off.
Looks better already, doesn't she, the girl?
Energy. Now move over the other side of you.
Now, he's made a bit of a mistake there, which you wouldn't realise because you're not a hands-on healer like me. But what he's done is he's tidied it all up, but now she's going to go out. She's going to go out in the rain, in the wind, right, and her energy field's going to get blown up, it's going to get soaking wet.
Okay, and now I'm going to seal your energy field.
All right, fair enough, no.
Because I don't want you going out with your energy field wide open. And what this does, it forms like a skin-tight protective suit around you to hold in your energy. Can you feel the difference now?
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
What is it feeling?
Tell the truth.
Feel complete.
You feel complete. Good. One of the other things I'd like to do is give you a glass of water to help you to ground, come more fully into your body, and give you a chance to relax.
Well, there you go. He's blown it right at the end. You see what he's done? He's given her the glass of water after he's sealed her energy field.
Tomorrow's BritCon features the fantastic Festival of Fun all the way from Montreal. Jack D, Arj Barker, Lee and Herring hosting. Hey, in a few moments, Ellen helps the needy after Robin.
So, what seems to be the trouble?
I don't know, Doc. I'm so nervous. Every time I go out, I'm on edge. I just get so jittery. I can't...
Oh, no, don't worry. Just pull the negative stuff out of there. You just sit and relax for a while. Take it easy.
I can't stand loud noises.